2, 1. Play.
You didn't happen to bring those stamps, did you?
You ever think about all that we leave behind as we move through this world?
Do you mean as leave your campsite cleaner than when you found it? My dad wanted me to become a Boy Scout when I was a kid. He thought it'd help me make friends. It didn't. But it did teach me my campsite cleaner than when I found it. It doesn't matter though, the next day a logging company comes in and chops the whole forest down. You know?
No, I mean it like literally, like all that we leave behind. Like at the Charles Epstein bombing site.
Yeah.
You know, you hadn't sent a package in 6 years, and then on June 22nd, 1993, a man in Tiburon opens up a brown padded envelope and his torso is ripped to shreds.
That's awful. I think I read about that in the newspaper, right? The geneticist? It's really terrible.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
He had a daughter. See, when a man interacts with this world, he leaves traces of himself everywhere. Now you've been shedding clues everywhere, not one, not two, not 100, but thousands. And they have warehouses filled with evidence. This is a trigger switch.
A trigger switch?
Trigger switch. It's unique. It's precise.
Oh.
It's handmade.
Wow.
They found one virtually intact at the scene. They found an identical one at your cabin. This is clippings. These are springs, copper pipe, aluminum, scraps, stamps. These are stamps from the Epstein package, matched to same kind of stamps in your cabin. You traveled 3 days from Lincoln, Montana to San Francisco. You paid cash. Used disguises, which was smart. You, they found fake sunglasses, mustaches, and a journal entry logging all your disguises. That wasn't so smart. These are chemical components that were used in the bombing. This is epoxy that was used in the box. Your typewriter that was used for the address label, carbon paper, the receipt for carbon paper. It's just, it goes on and on, Ted. They have mountains of evidence that can link you to the Unabomb, but they only need one to convict you. They're going to bury you under a mountain of evidence, and all your autonomy is going to go out the window. And look, I want you to start a revolution. I really do. But if you fight this thing, everything that you have will be gone. You're just going to be a cog in the machine of justice until they strap you down to an electric chair. Now you have one option. It doesn't give you a lot of leeway, but it's going to give you some bargaining power. But you got only one. Plead guilty. Look, there were 15 other bombings. We haven't even touched those yet. So just trust me. This is all there is.
All right. It's my only option. I'll do it. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Since you've been so helpful in walking me through what evidence the FBI has, I was hoping to clarify something I've suspected for a long time, but that I couldn't get a straight answer on.
Sure.
But it seems to me that there's no forensic evidence whatsoever that ties me to these heinous crimes besides what you found in my cabin.
Well, yeah, but they have so much evidence of every
But I mean,
type.
what if you could just throw it out because you just laid it out for me? It's all right here on the table, right?
Yeah.
James, you really have no idea why I brought you in here.
Tell me.
This is your search warrant. It's got you in my cabin. The prosecution's entire case rests on this document. Your document. Now, I would like to discuss something that I learned about only recently. And it's called the fruit of the poisonous tree. It's the option you got to tell me about. It's the option where all this pile of evidence just gets thrown out. And I walk away a free man. Now, the only evidence that ties me to the Unabomber attacks was found in my cabin. The only reason the FBI was legally allowed to search my cabin was because of your search warrant. But if this search warrant was issued on false pretenses or based on arguments that fail to meet the burden of proof, then all of the evidence found at that location is deemed the fruit of the poisonous tree. It's tainted. It's inadmissible. It's got to be thrown out. So, if the search warrant goes, and other mountains of evidence just disappear, do you follow? The whole case rests on the evidence found in my cabin. The evidence found in my cabin rests on your search warrant. Your search warrant rests on this thing called forensic linguistics, which is a field that you seem to have invented, James R. Fitzgerald. There's no precedent in all of legal history for a search warrant based on forensic linguistics. So the question that I then place before the court becomes, do we trust this man?
Sit down.
As so
Sit
expert
down.
that we trust his invention? Where'd you get your formal training in forensic linguistics? You know, your PhD. No PhD. Your master's. Oh! No master's. I mean, as I hear it, the majority of your law enforcement career was spent on the graffiti squad of a small town police department. Is that right? Now, would you say that your time spent reading graffiti constitutes your linguistics training? Well, we haven't even gotten to the contents of your warrant yet. Perhaps I should leave you with my annotations. They're rather extensive. I was right. I mean, it matters that they believe in you. If they can't believe in you, it sure as hell can't trust your warrant. Can't trust your warrant? You could walk out of here. Just open the door. Everything you touched, it's tainted. You look no further. Take these notes back. They're privileged. You're the poisonous tree. I'm done with this one!
Good. Just cut. Okay. Let's